Nigeria's security nightmare might be entering a dangerous new phase. While most of the country's attention is focused on economy, the exchange rate, or politics in River States, a deadly storm is gathering in Northeast. And this time, the terrorists may be better armed than the Nigerian army. A sitting member of the House of Representatives has raised the alarm, claiming Boko Haram now wields weaponized drones, newer AK-47s, and even kills faster than our soldiers can respond. Is Boko Haram back and stronger than ever? Let's break it down. Welcome to Unbiased with Anita. Honorable Ahmed Daha represents Chibok, Damboa, and Goza, some of the areas hit by Boko Haram over the years. And this time, his voice isn't just another politician talking in Abuja. He is speaking as a victim and eyewitness and as someone whose community is bleeding again. 10 peasant farmers were slaughtered in Puka, 14 more killed in Chibok, 2 soldiers, a captain and a senior officer gone down. I saw it, nobody told me, he said passionately on the House floor.
In Wajiroko, I lost so many constituents. We lost so many constituents because Boko Haram is using armed drones. Let it be on record. They are using armed drones, weaponized drones, which Nigerian army is not using. In other words, they are more sophisticated and advanced than the Nigerian army. Lastly, I lost people in Wajiroko. We lost people in Wajiroko as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. This is the view I can give you, just a tip of an iceberg as far as my constituency is concerned. I observe one thing. Boko Haram is fast coming back worse than what we had in the past. Take it or leave it. Boko Haram, ISWAP, or whatever name you call them, they are coming back. Let us do something serious in order not to go back to our days when 22 local governments out of 27 local governments of Borno were occupied by Boko Haram. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should be complacent. Rome used to be the greatest empire on the world, but it was destroyed by the complacency of the Romans.
What's worse, he says Boko Haram is now using weaponized drones, a chilling technological leap that the Nigerian army itself does not yet have. Let us think. Terrorists flying combat drones in Nigeria between 2015 and 2019. Over 19 trillion was reportedly spent on security. And they were asking the question as, where did all the money go? If nearly over 20 trillion couldn't end Boko Haram, then what was it spent on? Now, Boko Haram is resurging just like in the dark days when 22 out of 27 local governments in Borno were overrun. Jaha says, take it or leave it, Boko Haram is coming back. He is calling for proper oversight, but will the National Assembly really do it?
Because of their inability to take things serious to deal with their enemies. So as I'm speaking to you, personnel, there are no Nigerian army personnel. They don't have enough personnel to face these boys. That is the truth. They are committed. They are very strong in their own stand, but unfortunately they don't have enough personnel and equipment to face the Boko Haram. I have seen it. Nobody reported it to me because I went to my constituency on Saturday and came back on Sunday. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we shouldn't be complacent with this. I align with Honorable Gaddi by saying that we should do our own needful by doing the proper oversight of money expended, because between 2015 to 2019, Nigerian government spent 19 point something trillion naira on security issues. I have the record with me. So we shouldn't be complacent. Mr. Speaker, let me raise my voice here. My sister who lost 29 people as a result of insurgency, she may have something to say.
But wait, the federal government doesn't agree with Jaha's their warning. Defense Minister Mohammed Badru Abubakar says Boko Haram's weapons are not superior. He insists the terrorists are only using modified civilian drones, not real military-grade drones. He also pointed to progress. Local military manufacturing at Daikon is growing. Drones, helmets, aircraft parts are now being made in Nigeria. Over 10 companies are already producing with a goal of 20 by year end. So what should we believe? The man from the war front or the minister in Abuja with tensions rising? The Senate is now proposing a national security summit. Again, Senator Jimoh Ibrahim says it is time to find lasting solution, but not everyone is convinced. Senator Baribe, Alero, and Abdul Ningi all push back, asking what happened to the past summit. Where have we failed? Where a repeated failed ritual is what we want to do again, and there needs to be an interrogation of security chiefs.
Do we want to really be true to ourselves? And do we really want to be true to our calling here as senators? And the reason why I ask that is very simple, Mr. President. I have been here for a very long time. And for each session I've been here, we have had security summits. Each session. In fact, the last one, we were part of setting it up, and then we did everything. At the end of the day, nothing came out of it. So, there is no one of us here who does not know what is going on in his area. Do we want to be true and fair and say the truth about what is happening in this country? If we want to be true to ourselves, then we can go ahead with a summit, then we can deal with this matter. But if we're just going to stand up here to now make statements so that people will see us on television, then I want to profound, Mr. President, that we will just end up doing exactly what we have been doing, make statements, and nothing will come out of it.
Now, Senate President Akpabio, however, supports the summit and is calling for a new bill to regulate hunting in Nigeria after 16 hunters were mistakenly lynched in Edo by vigilantes who thought they were kidnappers. This tragic mix-up adds to the bigger picture. Insecurity is everywhere. No zone is safe. Farmers are afraid. Hunters are dying. Terrorists are upgrading. So who did we even run to?
Where is our Tucano? Where is our Tucano aircraft? Fighter jet. And you also recall, this Tucano was purchased by no less than $1 billion borrowed. And the answer given to the parliament by the chief of air staff was, Tucano is in our domain, but we can no longer use Tucano because they have signed a contract which limited the operations of this Tucano. If you know ab initio that this Tucano has limitations, inhibition for usage, why in the first instance did you buy them? How much did you buy them? Who ordered the contract? Who did the procurement? Where are the Tucanos physically?
What does this mean? Jaha's first-hand warning the military confident dismissals and the Senate push for action. One thing becomes clearer. Nigeria may not be ready for what is coming. If Boko Haram truly has weaponized drones and if over 19 trillion could not contain them, then what do we need? Is it summits and speeches? We need transparency, accountability, military reform, and local empowerment. We need to know how our security money is being spent. And we need leaders who aren't afraid to admit the truth, even if it makes them uncomfortable. Ahmed Jah said it is best let's not go back to the days when Boko Haram took over 22 local government areas. We can't afford that again. So is Boko Haram back? And if they are, what are we doing differently this time?
Mr. President, what we need is not security summit. We need to discuss with the service chiefs here in this chamber, one by one. We engage them into serious discussions. We tell them the emerging development, particularly the Lakurawa that is invading northwestern part of Nigeria, and also they are invading north central part of Nigeria. Just of recent, there is a new development, a new security threat, a new armed group called Bamuda.
So is Boko Haram back? And if they are, what are we doing differently this time? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Unbiased with Eniton, where we break down Nigerian politics without fear or favor. Till next time, stay safe, stay informed, and always know that Nigeria belongs to each and every one of us, and we must do well to protect the country. I am Oluwatobi Eniton. See you next time.